Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Hey, Cameron. Good morning.
Morning. What
Just,
what are we
just you and
talking
me.
about? What's on your
I was
minds?
just eaves. I was just eavesdropping. um. Well. Excuse me. Went and walked a few open houses this weekend. I've noticed that a lot of listing agents have other people do their open houses.
Yep,
I imagine that's probably because they're busy.
hopefully.
But I wanted to, and the reason I bring that up is I kind of like to I'd like to um find out kind of what some of these other higher volume realtors are saying to people they interact with, whether it be other agents or potential clients, because I want to try to partner up with some people this week, next week, on just doing some role playing. um, our class on Friday with Jennifer Young,
Hmm. Yep.
was kind of eye opening. And, I was a little disappointed in myself because, she's like, okay, well, what are you going to say? And I'm stuttering and stammering. And, my mind's like, what, how do we process this? How do we formulate this? Exactly what we want to say. So I figured, the more practice, the easier it'll be um, when it's game time. So, um, do you have any recommendations for that?
Um, I would imagine that people on this call or team would love to do some role playing with you. So it should be really easy to find. When you role
Okay,
play, make sure that you uh, are open to it or you are giving the feedback, but you need to say something that they did well and something that they can improve upon. 9 times out of 10, we are harder on ourselves than the people that we are with, but the people that are doing it with us should give us some feedback of what went well and what didn't work. And then that's where you can look to improve.
little
Uh,
awkward since I don't know if I'm the expert to tell people what are good at or what they should work on, but I get what you're saying. Kind of my perspective of it.
yeah. Well, the alternative is that you're practicing on real people that don't give you feedback. Your feedback is, no, I don't want to list with you. So,
Well, yeah, I guess I was looking at it from the wrong angle. Yeah, because if they're giving me their pitch, I would take it as me personally. Would I want to use you, or would I not? Would I pass? So yeah, no, I guess that makes me feel more comfortable giving people feedback.
yeah. Yeah, and you
um,
don't need to be the expert to give good feedback. Because yeah, you like you're saying, you can just imagine, what if I were buying or selling? What do I wish that, or what did they miss that I had in my mind? What did they help me think a little bit through? I feel like the longer you're in real estate, the harder it is to be genuine when you're doing some of these things. But you guys are all being new, can probably give real, actual objections or feedback that is useful because you're not used to seeing what everyone is doing. So you're not basing it on what every other agent has been saying that you think you like. It's what you feel like would actually work.
would work with me, right? Huh.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I talked to you about this. Good. Yeah. As far as role playing with, obviously there's a scenario where you're approaching a buyer, a scenario where you're approaching a seller, and then My wife's texting me. And then, so essentially that's your buyer presentation or your seller's presentation. Um, some of the challenges I'm finding, and I can figure this out. I unfortunately probably should have looked this up this weekend. Is, what are some of the aspects and what are all the things that we can offer that are within reason to our clients? So I want to try to write or type something out and rehearse it a little bit, and then kind of make it more organic, if you will, when they do that, so it's not so scripted when I'm in front of people.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think that's important to do because there's really two thoughts that I'm thinking about right now that it sounds like you'll go through. It's one, like the mental exercise of what's my value? How do I present that? How do I put it in front of them? And then the second one is how can I practice to best communicate this in real life? How do I present it so it doesn't cause objections or worries or anything like that? So when you go through your actual presentation, it's just the natural conclusion is, yeah, let's do this. And that's kind of how you should structure everything, right? If you're having a conversation with them, the logical end to that conversation should be let's meet and have a buyer or a listing appointment. Then the natural conclusion to that appointment should be let's sign this agreement together. Yeah. And so if you're setting yourself up for success like that, then it becomes easier and easier. Now, that is easier said than done because everyone is different, and you could have a presentation that works great for one person and not the other. And so, um, definitely role play and practice is something awesome. And sometimes you being the person like the fake buyer or seller will help you see how someone else solved one of your objections.
a different perspective. Yeah.
Just gave me an idea. Ooh, okay. I have a
Bill, I'm always down to role play as well.
Oh, and who is this? Oh, Jordana, how you doing?
Good. I agree, and I feel like I also could use a lot of practice. And I think that this has been really, I think Cameron, what you said about um, taking turns and like seeing the different perspectives. Anyway, I love it and I want in.
one of these days. Uh, is it this day? Let me see. One of these weeks we're gonna do something exactly around this. Oh, the 24th. Get ready. We're gonna do this as a group. So um here's how it's gonna go for our
Wait, we're
game.
gonna role play as a group? Say that again.
Yep, I have a buyer's presentation that I've recorded. I'm working to get a few more to share with everyone so you guys can all watch how a few other agents in the office do it. I am going to give each person an objection on why they would not sign with an agent, and it will be like a game where you are presenting, but you don't know the other person's objection on why they would not sign with you. If they can overcome that, then you say yes. If they don't, you say no. And practice overcoming these quick little objections that someone has. Okay. The
You said that's
24th,
on
be
the
ready.
24th.
Yep. And you can do this
Can you
beforehand
hear me?
too. Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, sorry, I went through a dead zone. Apparently, it dropped the call, so I missed part of that. But I'm almost in the office, so I can kind of get the gist of what you're talking about. Something about an objection during a presentation, I think.
Yep. Yeah. So almost like a game. What's the hidden objection that you have to overcome? So it might
Okay.
be asking questions, might be just the presentation covers everything. Might be that you just
And
get
when do
lucky.
and when do you want to do this?
We're going to do it on the 24th for our team meeting on Thursday, the 24th.
Thursday, 24th. Okay. I'll have to make a note of that.
And yeah, and you guys can practice before this.
Thank you.
Don't wait for
I think
me.
I think it's that will definitely help. Just going through the spiel, the script of it, and
It's like we lost Bill again. Okay, go start practicing. With this, it would be very helpful to have a few of these, even if they're 5 or 10-minute presentations. In the real world, they might go longer than that, but even just quick little, how do I share my value? What could I do with something like that? Is very helpful. Okay, well, we are hitting the first week of the fourth quarter this week. So work on your GPS that we worked on. Think, what can I do this week that would bring me towards my goal that I want to hit this month, that would bring me towards the goal that I hit for this quarter? And then that's what you should be doing this week. Also, the week for the DTD2 calls is A and W. So if you're following that, call everyone with the last name of A and W. So I would be on your call list if you were actually calling me as a friend, but you don't need to do that. So go out, crush it. We have awesome Ignite today. You should definitely try to make it. Carl Spencer, he used to be the productivity coach here a few people ago. So he is definitely awesome. Runs the NIL real estate. So he's an interesting guy to talk to. And starting here in 17 minutes. So we will see you all shortly. Have a great one.